Guys, today we're going to talk about 5 most common mistakes people make when they're creating their business plans. I have seen a lot of business plans in my time, and I've noticed a lot of common mistakes that stop a lot of entrepreneurs from getting funding, and they really didn't have to get stopped because their plan or their idea was amazing. They just didn't execute it correctly throughout their plan.
Are you just sitting back and letting this thing happen, or have you decided that now is the time that I will apply pressure? I'm going to apply pressure to this gift. I'm going to apply pressure to this marriage. It's time for you to become everything that God has called you to be. When God starts applying pressure, we ought to start applying pressure too. Everything connected to me got to go to the next level. I apply pressure. That's what I do.
Hello everyone, it's your girl Antoinette. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. On this channel I talk a lot about business, credit, bettering yourself as a person, entrepreneur, and ultimately living your best life. Guys, today we're going to talk about 5 most common mistakes people make when they're creating their business plans. I have seen a lot of business plans in my time, and I've noticed a lot of common mistakes that stop a lot of entrepreneurs from getting funding, and they really didn't have to get stopped because their plan or their idea was amazing. They just didn't execute it correctly throughout their plan. So if you are looking to write your plan on your own, or even if you're looking to get somebody else to do it for you, make sure you listen very carefully because these 5 common mistakes are super important. Mistake number 1. Failing to do research. So one thing I've noticed, especially with entrepreneurs, is we are very passionate about what we want to do. Of course, okay, if you're doing a business plan, it's probably because you want to secure funding. So any investor or bank or loan shark, they're going to want to see research inside of your plan. They're going to want to see real numbers and statistics that are backed by real companies that have gone out there and done real research. They don't want to see you say certain things in your plan like 90% of people love ice cream, so my ice cream shop is going to be the best shop in the world. A lot of entrepreneurs, is what they'll do is they'll talk about their business idea and say, I'm the best because this, and I'm the best because that, and I'm the best because this, but there's no real stats to back it up. So what you want to do when you're writing a business plan, or if somebody else is getting it for you, you want to make sure you have stats to back up why your business is going to thrive in the industry that you're in. So for example, if I'm starting a clothing company, I could say 52% of males buy A, B, C, and D, and that's really why we're going to thrive. This stat came from, and then you could reference the article. So you have to make sure that if you are writing your own business plan, or if somebody else is doing it for you, you guys really take the time to research and come up with actual numbers and real stats that's going to show a bank loan or loan shark or an investor why your business is the next best thing. Research, research, research. I cannot stress that enough. You have to have real facts and real stats in your plan. The second thing, guys, is underestimating startup costs. Oh my gosh, I have seen so many business plans, and a lot of them will actually cost like $500,000 to start the way the entrepreneur wants it to start, but on the plan they put it will cost like $5,000 or $10,000. And this is a huge red flag for anybody who is a professional or anybody who is a well-seasoned investor. You got to make sure that you're realistic in terms of how much money you need for your business and how much it's going to cost for you to start it up. Otherwise, you're never actually going to get any funding that you ask for. So do some research, again going back to the research word, and look at what other people in that industry have paid to start up their business. You can do a simple Google search and look up something like average cost to start a daycare, and then you could look at the different items and make sure you've really researched and you figure out everything you need to start your business, including certificates, and put the actual startup cost there. Do not lowball. A lot of entrepreneurs are very afraid to ask for a large amount of money, so they lowball. Okay, they don't put actual amounts that they really need to get started because they're so eager for funding, and 2, they're just so eager to get started, which is, it's amazing to be eager, but you have to be realistic at the same time. So make sure your startup costs are very realistic and you've put research into seeing how much it's really going to start for your business to start off. 3 is overestimating sales and profits. Be realistic. Okay, we all want to make $10 million our first month, especially if we're asking for money. We want to make sure that we can pay an investor back or pay the bank back. Yes, we do. But you got to be realistic about the sales and profits that you put in your plan. It is a huge red flag if an investor or a loan shark or a bank, if they get a plan and it says like the first month we're going to generate $1 million profits, you'll be paid out, like that is red flag, red flag, red flag. You got to be realistic. Some businesses aren't even profitable their first year, and that is okay because one day they're going to be. So don't think that you have to have millions and millions of dollars of profits to secure funding. You don't. Angel investors, banks, they all understand that you may not be profitable, right? But if they see cash flow, if they see income coming in, if they see sales being generated, they're happy. You don't necessarily need to pay back whatever it is that you took in the first 2-3 months or even first year of being in business. Okay, so if your business plan does not show profitability in like the first 6 months to a year, it is okay. It is okay. Some businesses are in the hole for that time. Year 2, year 3, year 4, that's when you're going to start seeing profits racking up. And that's when people are really going to start benefiting. Basically, guys, what you want to do is be very realistic about your sales that you're going to be generating and profits, and make sure that your guests are there. They're estimated, yes, but just realistic. Estimated, but realistic. Okay. 4th thing is not including a marketing plan. Oh my gosh, I know it sounds crazy, but some business plans don't have a marketing strategy. There's no marketing plan. When I go through them, all I see is this is what I want to do. I'm going to generate this much in sales. I'm going to generate this much in profits, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. That is basically what people think of when you give a plan to somebody without a proper marketing plan or proper marketing strategy. Investors and banks and anybody looking at your plan, grant programs, they're going to want to see how you are going to get the word out about your business. And this needs to be pretty detailed, guys. If you're going to advertise on social media, which platforms are you going to use? Is it Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter? You got to make sure all that information is in your plan. And if you want to even go a step further, you can even talk about some of the strategies you're going to use on these platforms. So are you going to have contests, competitions, buy one, get one free, coupon? Like, you can really put all of your amazing creative ideas into your plan. And this is going to help an investor see that not only is this a great business idea, but it was built by a creative business owner. Creativity is the key to becoming a millionaire. So put your creative ideas into your plan and make sure your marketing strategy is detailed and makes sense. The last thing, guys, is not having realistic goals. Having goals and milestones in your plan is a great way to show investors and banks or loan sharks or grant programs. It's a great way to show them that you're actually thinking future and you have certain goals in place for your business. But it has to be realistic. For example, you don't want the goal to be, let's say, quit my corporate job month 2 and pay myself a salary of $50 million a month. Like, it needs to be a very realistic goal. So, for example, maybe within the first 3 years, you're planning on opening another location, or you're planning on branching out to a different country. Like, goals like that, they need to be very attainable, and it also has to be mapped out. And this is why, like, if you're an entrepreneur with an amazing business idea, you gotta partner with people that will help you execute your vision. People that have the business knowledge and the financial knowledge to help your plan make sense. Because like I said, you can have the most amazing plan in the whole entire world and not get funding just because it wasn't executed correctly. Do not shy away from investing in yourself, your education, so that you can not waste time. So that you can make sure you get the funding that you deserve. So that you're not sitting down one day looking at TV and your invention is there and that could have been you. Okay? So you save a lot of money by investing in yourself. Literally, like, a lot of entrepreneurs, they shy away from investing in themselves. They try to do it themselves and they end up nowhere. Partner with people that can help make it happen. I'm going to have a lot of resources down in the description, guys. But those are the 5 most common mistakes people make on business plans. I do not want to see you make those mistakes. So please make sure you've taken notes. and I'm always here to answer any questions. With that being said, guys, I'm so excited and happy to see your business at the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. Peace.